Hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh god. No, go back. The transition said no. There we go. Hello, Minnow. Hi, Bear.
Hi, Specs. Yeah, so we're going to be playing some Sea of Thieves today. Nuna had some issues with installing the game, so they're just re-downloading that real quick. I'm getting stuff ready on my end. I'm already in-game, getting supplies and stuff.
Mine's launching.
Right on. Let me just make sure all my volume stuff is good to go. Yep, looks good.
Congrats on being first, Minnow.
All right. Yeah, everything volume-wise looks good on my end. So once you get the game started, I will invite you to my ship. We'll get you into the guild, and then we'll decide on what we do.
Why is this game so weird? Why
What?
is the launcher thing going across my screen? Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm not even kidding. It's running around my screen right now. Okay.
Weird.
That was so weird. It was doing like the old like DVD
Oh.
like animation.
Interesting.
Just seeing a Thieves logo. It was sailing my screen.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen before.
I'm scuffed. Oh god. I'm breaking.
We are sailing in uncharted waters, apparently.
Definitely need to mess with the graphics because it is lagging my beautifulness.
Yeah. Generally what I do graphics-wise is I knock down the model detail to at least legendary, and then I knock down everything from particle effects down to the lowest setting.
Got you.
And then you might need to further lower some other things, but...
How do I... Where is settings? Oh, I see it in the bottom.
Yeah.
Gameplay... No. Graphic, there it is.
There are some other things
Everything's mythical, holy crap! Oh.
There are some other things I will recommend changing in your settings.
Knocking everything down to, like, at least legendary first.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I knocking down?
Well, like I said, as far as other settings are concerned, so if everything's at legendary, I would put the particle effects, particle resolution, animation quality, and unique mesh buffer, I would knock those all down to cursed, which is the lowest setting.
Okay, particle effect quality, and what else?
Basically everything from that down. So particle effects quality, particle resolution, animation quality, and unique mesh buffer, all of them to cursed.
Gotcha. Is there, can I restrict frame rate? How is that?
Yes, under video settings.
Because usually fixes like almost half everything.
Yeah.
Frame layout. Oh my god, I was on 144. Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, no, lock that to
Alright,
60.
now let me let it so you guys can see. Usually I have this all set up before I even hit the start button, but the game was like, no.
I'm just looking at what else. Hey, Ida, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
But like I said, there are some things that I do recommend changing if you go under gameplay.
Okay.
So the very first option, reduce hold to interact, turn that on.
Okay.
And then if you scroll down to the bottom, server authoritative hit markers, turn that on as well.
Got you.
And then lastly, go to audio.
Okay.
And turn crew chat volume to 0.
Got you.
No, sorry, that can stay on at 80. Proximity chat you want to turn down to 0. My apologies. And push to talk, you probably want to make sure push to talk is turned on to some degree rather than just
Got you.
your chat always being active. There is actually one more option under...
Ooh, definitely send them to me, Uda. That sounds cool.
Under language, there's an option under text and speech that says speech to text override.
Speech to text. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and turn that to enabled.
Okay.
And the reason we're doing that is because we're effectively muting any other players in the game. Speech to text will mean if they say something, it'll convert it to text at the top of the screen. So we can still communicate with other players, albeit a bit slowly, but we don't have to worry about them, yelling slurs on our stream.
Yeah, that's good.
That sounds very cute, Ida.
I bet you my eyeball. Okay.
Oh, and if you find that the messages at the top left-hand corner end up being too big on your screen, that is also something that you can reduce under language. I personally keep my text chat scale at 0.6. I think the default is 1.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind, because those messages are quite big, because the game is originally an Xbox One game designed for, console play. But,
Gotcha.
yeah, aside from that, you should be good to go, so I can send you an invite if you're ready.
Yeah.
All right, my crew, invite. Onuna.
There we go. Yeah.
Here they are.
Okay.
Perfect.
Leave me alone, trophy. Stop it. There's a Destiny 2 pull-up. What?
Yes. There are some outfits and some weapons based on some Destiny 2 stuff.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's a very strange collab, because I feel like, I don't know, these games don't have a lot of crossover.
Ooh.
There you are.
Okay.
Sensitivity's a little high for me.
I do recommend keeping the sensitivity as high as it is by default. If you aren't able to adjust to it, then by all means. But
I probably could. It's just I got a migraine right now.
Sure. Well, you do you.
Oh.
Also, let me just
Where's the
invite.
fish? Fish.
You'll need to pull out your fishing rod for that. But first, let me invite you to the guild.
I like how you actually pull out a thing for it.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So if you ever end up playing this with anyone else, you can take one of the ships from the guild, and that'll basically earn reputation for the guild, which unlocks cosmetics and other things like that.
This is trippy.
What's trippy?
The texture on the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I like
it's
it. It's just
it's
a little trippy.
Yeah, it's an unmoving plaid texture is what they call that. Yeah, I think they all kind of work like this to an extent.
Oh, baby shit.
Yeah, if you want to
There's
customize...
water down here.
Yeah, it's because it started raining, so the bottom of the ship will start filling with water slowly. But if you did want to customize your outfit or anything like that, we've got the clothing and vanity chest down here. If you did want to buy some new things, I don't know if you have any gold with which to do so. But every time you start a session, you spawn at an outpost where there are shops and various trading companies, which you can represent for kind of a risk versus reward system, which I'll explain momentarily. But I figure you'll probably want to dress up your character first.
Just a messenger. I don't think I really have anything.
Okay. I mean, do you have much gold, or maybe hit tab and look at the top right-hand corner?
I mean, I have a decent amount, I think. Oh, I have a dress. Okay.
I'm just checking my recent Twitch drops from this game because none of them seem to be showing up.
I don't want to wear boots. I like being barefoot. Barefoot's more my style. Where's the vanity? Where's the... Oh, there's so much stuff
It's on the opposite side.
Oh, so you can, like, change how they look. Okay.
Yeah, to an extent. The actual, like, body proportions, skin color, eyes, and stuff like that is all tied to the infinite pirate generator. And you need to spend premium currency if you ever want to remake your character.
Hi, Anna! Hi, honey. I'm being a pilot.
Okay, well, I can't seem to figure out why the Twitch drops haven't appeared yet, but that's fine.
Ooh.
Alright, are you good to go?
My grippers are out. Are you proud?
So the funny thing about that, so like I'm barefoot too, but there's a reason for that, where if you're barefoot, then you have different footstep sounds that are a lot quieter. So for PvP, it's a good thing to do. However, the funny thing is, because you've got like the bandage on your foot, that counts as a shoe, and so you make a shoe footstep sound, which is silly, but way they made it.
I don't even know how I have a peg leg right now.
That's something that you would change in the vanity chest.
Mm.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm the person, like, at least me, I like being barefoot IRL. Like, if I go outside, I don't wear it.
Sure. I mean, if you want to completely take the shoes off, like I said, that's legitimately not a bad strategy. Now, hopefully we won't end up in a PvP situation right off the bat, because PvP in this game can get very sweaty, and the learning curve is not Like, I know you're great at shooters, I'm not worried about that, but the naval combat side of things has quite the learning curve to it.
Got you. Oh my god, I guess I just have my thighs out. As I should. As I should. How do I pull out my bucket?
You hold Q to access your tools, and then it's on the left of the radial menu.
Okay. I wanna get help.
So I'm curious if the game has given you a certain voyage or not. If you can come to the quest table here, and press F, and then go to Voyages, and then scroll to the right.
Welcome to the quest table. I have a feeling I haven't touched this before.
They also overhauled it, so this is a new tutorial that wouldn't have even been in the game the last time you played it.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting a little overwhelmed with like my music and the game's music. Let me turn mine off.
Yeah, no worries.
It's a lot of noise.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, I turned it off on accident. Alright, there we go.
So if you scroll to the end of the list there, on the right-hand side, and then click on Special Voyages.
It says it's all locked.
What if you click on Limited Voyages at the bottom left? No, top right, and then of that.
I see. I went back.
Okay. Yeah, stream delay is not helping. Okay.
I can like stream my screen in Discord if they
No,
want.
no, it's cool. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to do a tutorial voyage for you to unlock all those things that are currently locked up. So if you go to Gold Hoarders at the top left, that's that key symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And then do the tutorial. Just click on the right. And then sail to location. All right, perfect.
My compass looks silly.
Oh yeah, what compass do you have? Ah, you got one of the crab ones.
Wow. What? Who the fuck is talking?
The
Oh!
Pirate Lord.
I... You know what? Would.
And a keen eye for a profit mark these traders from the others. They offer voyages that test your wit and wisdom, asking you to solve riddles and follow maps to buried treasure. Dig up hidden hoards and return to the gold hoarders' green tents.
How do I put my item away?
Handsomely for your efforts. To get you started,
You can
they've
press
given you time, but it's up to you to
X.
follow the clues. Now, study that parchment.
Which is also the button that you would use to drop anything in your hands.
Claim the prize they seek.
Goodbye!
Yeah, so
Oh,
as
you got
per
open your
the
radio.
tutorial text here, you hold Q to open up your radial menu, and then space to view your quests, and then you select the map that we currently have here. So we currently have a treasure on a small island, and you would use the map table here to locate the island in question. Typically, when you start a voyage, it'll be an island in your nearby vicinity. You can also zoom the map by scrolling with the scroll wheel.
Is this where short-term memory sucks? Because I already forgot what it looks like.
So I'll help you out with that then. So it's
I know it's kind of like, yeah, yes.
yeah. So if you hit F to let go of the map table, I'll mark it for us. So it's
I think it's like-
it's this island here
Jesus Christ! Why is it so small?
because it's a small island. There are small islands, and then there are large islands. And given that this is just a tutorial with a small amount of treasure, that is what's been marked. So that is southwest of our current position. So we head up to the helm here. Now, unfortunately, our compass is not working because we're currently in a storm. But if you look at the map, you can tell our current ship's heading. We're currently facing northeast. So we just need to turn our ship around.
We.
All right.
Yes, the game logic of turning a ship.
And then we lower our sails. And when you're on your ship, you can see these streaks of wind that identify where the wind is currently going. You can also look at your flag atop the mast.
Sailing across open waves in search of lost treasure. Nothing stirs the soul quite like it. You must have your wits about you, though. Keep a weather eye on your map and another on the horizon. You now share the sea with other pirates, some friendly, others not so much. Once you have the hidden treasure aboard your ship, I will see you again.
So generally you want your sail to be tilted in the direction of the wind. In circumstances where you can't catch the wind, you basically want the sails to be in line with the wind to reduce as much drag on the sails as possible. So like right now we can't catch the wind, so it's actually going to be optimal if we move it like this so that the wind isn't blowing against our sails.
Gotcha.
And we're already almost at our destination. It's the small island with the palm trees just ahead. And to stop your ship, you can do that in one of two ways. There's the anchor back here, but the thing is, once you lower your anchor, you then need to raise it, which, if you're ever doing PvP, that's usually a bad idea. You'll be stuck and players can knock you off of that. So instead, you can raise your sails and coast gently toward an island, and that way if somebody shows up and starts attacking you, you can immediately drop your sails and start sailing away if need be. Once you're close to an island, you can also use the harpoons at the front of the boat, and if you are close enough to grab onto like a sandbar, you want to shoot it like straight down into the water. There's always
I know, it's throwing me off that there's no reticle.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where it is.
Yeah, so we're not close enough to actually reach the island, so you want to actually shoot straight down into the water. So there's like a sandbar. Anytime you're near an island, there's always like an underwater cliff, essentially. And once you've harpooned something, you can reel the ship toward it using right-click. And that can be done to pull the ship closer to places. Or you can just, gradually lower and raise the sail to, pull off like a parallel park. But either way is fine. It just depends on what you feel like is best in the moment. And now I'm going to teach you how to sword dash, because this is important. So when you have your cutlass out, so left clicking will typically get you a 3-hit combo if you're attacking an enemy. You can block with right click. While you're blocking, you can do side steps by pressing space to jump and a direction. And holding left click allows you to do a charging attack. But when you're doing that, you can't actually move. However, if you block first and then initiate a charge attack, it'll allow you to jump. And that is how you gain a lot of distance, especially if you do it into the water. So block, charge, and then jump after you start moving, and you can basically speed swim. And that also works in combat. Pardon?
Banana.
Yeah. There's some barrels with some good supplies here. But yeah, the sword dashing also works in combat. Sword lunges do a lot of damage. And if you hit an enemy with it, then you don't go on like the little cooldown exhaustion thing that happens. And you can chain those back to back if you're really, really good. So if we check our map again. All right, being a menace to the wildlife already, I see. So, looking at the map here, do you want to try and find the treasure?
I forgot the button.
So, you hold Q, and then space to access your quests. There you go. You can also just press Q to access your last tool or item.
Like right here.
Yeah, roughly. So if you hold Q and down on the radial is your shovel, and you can get to digging.
I don't think I've actually ever digged in this game.
And there you go. So it does take a couple shovels to completely unearth the treasure. And now that we've got our treasure, we can take it back to the boat, and we can go back to the outpost and sell it. And if you did want to experiment with some different weapon types, there's the armory back here in the captain's quarters. They've added a lot of weapons since you last played. So there's a pistol, blunderbuss, which is basically a shotgun, and the Eye of Reach, which is a sniper rifle. But they've added the double-barreled pistol, throwing knives, the grapple gun, and the blowpipe. And the blowpipe has a couple different types of darts you can shoot. One explosive, one poisonous. There's a lure dart that can distract enemies.
Well done indeed. You followed the clues and unearthed a treasure chest. But your quest for riches is not over yet. If you want to be properly rewarded, sail to any outpost or port and seek the green canvas of a gold hoarder's tent. They'll take care of any chests you bring them and pay you a wealth of gold for your services. And as always, keep a sharp lookout for pirates as you bring your haul to the outpost safely. I'll be waiting for you there.
Alright, so we can just go back to the outpost we were at. Ooh. Do you see that fin in the water, like just ahead of our boat? It's red.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something that they added recently. That is one of the ancient megalodons.
Friend?
No. very much not friend. That is actually currently one of the most difficult activities in the game right now.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah, so they just kind of... There's always one ancient megalodon that's available on the map at a given time. Normally what you would have to do is represent the Hunter's Call and do some of their voyages to get to grade 5, and then you'll be able to track those megalodons on the map. But sometimes they just spawn close to outposts and kill new players.
Oh, so it's trying to kill me.
I mean, it's not trying. It's just living. It just happens to be very close to an outpost where, you know, we just did your tutorial voyage. It's entirely possible that you could, like, if you were on your own or playing with another newer player, you could have just sailed a little bit north and then been attacked by one of the most dangerous things in the game.
Okay. Lovely.
So just something to watch out for.
I probably won't play this game on my own. Just because I feel like this game's more fun.
No, that's fair. Like, solo players are freaks like me.
Yeah, you're a little freaky. Oh my god, I need a haircut so bad.
Hey, Russell, welcome on in.
Hello.
All right.
I can wave back. Hey. Trivix, hello. Landohoy. Yeah.
So now that we've gotten our treasure, so this is for the gold hoarders. So depending on the kind of voyage you went on or the treasure you got, you go to one of the different factions to sell it.
Over here! You made it! Not all journeys end in gold and glory. Luckily for you, this one assuredly does. You'll find the gold hoarders in surroundings such as these at any outpost or port. Hand them that chest you found, and they'll pay you well. Bringing treasure to these gold-hungry traders will also increase your reputation with the company, and will earn promotion through their ranks. Do this, and you'll earn more rewarding voyages, grander treasures, as well as the chance to buy gold hoarder clothing and equipment.
Alright, that's all I need to hear.
Ready.
Drip!
Return to your ship. Next voyage.
I kind of wish the game gave me more of a plus-size character. Well, you know, we'll take it.
I mean, again, you can spend premium currency to re-roll your pirate's appearance, but it takes a while to get a character that might suit your preferences.
Oh my god!
Hmm?
I was standing right here and he just appeared in my face. I didn't know he was gonna appear again.
Oh, I didn't even see him. I guess that's just for you because that was your first tutorial completed.
Drip, 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 drip.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to go
Pirate
shopping
drip.
if you've got the money for it.
Pirate drip, pirate drip. Where's the store?
So if you turn around, most of the stores are across from the tavern. So this one
Tavern
I'm
has a
standing
booth?
next to sells weapon skins. The next one sells tool skins, and the one you're currently at sells clothing.
How are we today?
You're rude. I can't possibly show you my exclusive stuff.
Do call in again soon.
The way they hold up the hand. Mm. My legs are so skinny. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people who play this game, when they first get into it, they don't realize how much of a commitment they're making with their character.
They don't really tell you.
Yeah, it also takes a long time to find a character that suits you. So, like, I probably spent like an hour or two just constantly randomly generating different character models before I settled on one that I liked. Okay, well, now my Twitch drops are here, so that's good.
Great job.
Yeah, there are currently some rewards available for watching Sea of Thieves partners. So there's some cosmetics and a couple voyages that you can get.
Oh.
Go on, surprise me.
Oh yeah, and for Pride Month, there's also a Progress Pride flag that you can purchase
Come back when you're buying the grog.
from the NPC just outside the tavern. Although that's going to be a permanent thing. It's not like it's a limited time thing.
Dang, there's some thigh highs with the premium currency.
So in that shop, the blue currency you see is not a premium currency. It's just a rarer currency. The actual premium currency is the the teal and gold diamond shape. And you can still get that just by playing the game, because there's a seasonal pass that will give you some for free.
Hi, Anna.
Hello,
Fatima,
Anna.
let's go. Why is it not making me scared? It's making me angry. Because I'm wearing a dress, but I can't see anything.
Correct. So if you want to look at the jackets and shirts, you would have to change to a shirt and pants combo to see what those look like.
That's kind of goofy.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they haven't changed that, but the way that they layer things is strange and very rigid. Because like there are some fingerless gloves in this game, and then there are rings, but you can't wear both at the same time. So just let me know once you're all done updating your fashion.
I'm playing Barbie.
Yeah.
You take the time to go switch things around so I can look at top. Ooh, corset top.
So I think what we'll do first, once you're done playing Dress Up, is we'll do what's called a Voyage of Luck. Basically, those are things that can be given to players through Twitch drops, and every time there's an update, like a significant seasonal update to the game, all players get one. So I currently have one, and you probably have one now that you've done your tutorial. And those will basically give you one particularly valuable treasure, but there is a chance that you'll get a golden map that will give you a whole bunch of really rare treasure. And then once we've done those, then we can decide on what type of voyage we want to go on. Whether we want to hunt some treasure for the gold hoarders, whether we want to battle some skeletons or ships for the Order of Souls, whether we want to do fetch quests for the merchants, whether we want to go fishing, or I suppose we could try and hunt down some other players, but I don't really recommend that for a first session.
No, I'm good. Hi, Steven. I think I like the dress because it kind of looks like Nirna's, like,
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Aww. I was like, I looked at it and was like, yes. I willingly chose to go and do it. Does he not sell vanity stuff? What a lame.
The vanity chest is on the right, and then clothing is on the left.
I didn't see stuff that he sold that was vanity, is what I was saying.
I believe hair colors and stuff and hairstyles count as vanity.
Yeah.
Very good.
And peg legs, eye patches, and pegs. Or hooks. And beards.
These clothes are cool. Oh god, there's a lot of hairstyles. I was not
Yeah.
just straight up have cards in your hair. Okay.
I mean, that's kind of the reward loop for most players, is being able to unlock unique cosmetics, customize their character, or show off achievements that they've completed with the cosmetics that they have equipped. Like, the reason I'm wearing the hat that I'm wearing right now is because I was able to sync a grade 5 gold hoarder, specifically 5 of them, on separate occasions, and sell their flags to the Reaper's Bones. And I don't engage in PvP a whole lot, so that was very much luck of the draw, but I ended up chasing these guys down for like a couple hours to get that.
Oh, gee.
It was just early in the morning, I had nothing better to do, and I just decided to keep pursuing them.
That's your plan. Oh, goddamn. Yes. A little bit of poison. So weird, I want the peg leg that looks like a leg.
It's
It's more prosthetic.
No, unfortunately.
There is one. Jordy.
So that's the premium shop.
What?
Although
Is
there
it?
are, if you go to the pirate tab, there is currently a free emote, the sore loser emote. And there may be other free things in there, but I don't think there's a way to filter that.
It's like a reward for window shop.
Yeah, typically every update, there's a new free thing that they add, either free weapon skin or a emote that's free for the until the next update.
I need Typo. There better be bunnies. Probably not. But, you know, I could dream.
No, unfortunately, no
magic hat.
rabbits.
Oh, who's that gonna tell you? Alright, then. Organ mix bundle. I think.
Hmm?
Okay. I want it. I want the anglerfish iron.
Ah. You know,
I
those are
see.
fun costumes.
Weapons just look that made out.
Well, they were supposed to overhaul this with like the sales stuff up front. But I guess they didn't.
Thornfish. That's cool.
It's not even letting me
I
view
have no time for the
the skins. It
Forest
does that a lot.
Blessing.
Hmm?
Looking at the forest blessing stuff. Ugh. Ooh, that's really cool. But the forest taking over your body.
Right.
I love when my dog just comes in here and like uses all of his strength to just pull my hand off my keyboard to pet him. Reaper heart equipment. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm done looking at things I ain't gonna buy.
Alright.
Start.
So let's see if you have a Voyage of Luck now. So once again, at the captain's table, go to your special voyages and see if you have anything under limited.
The Voyage of Luck.
Okay. So select that and we'll go do that. And I've got one as well, so we can do 2 of those back to back. Okay. So that's another small island. That is Sandy Shallows. So that is to our northwest.
That one's yours.
No, this is your voyage that you put down.
Ah.
You can only have one voyage active at a time.
Ow! Guys are hurt. Oh my god.
Work.
Did you have to burp into the mic, bro? After you just clawed the hell out of my thigh? Oh, there's a mark on my thigh. You left claw marks on my thigh, bro.
Yeah, first casualty of stream. The third member of the collab, Nuna's thighs.
Nuna's thigh. All because I wouldn't scratch his butt right away. What's that?
The red and green glow.
Yeah.
So that identifies a Reaper chest somewhere on the map. So those tend to spawn in shipwrecks. So you can go to that location and dive to a shipwreck and grab it onto your ship. Those things have to specifically be sold to the Reapers at their hideout at the center of the map.
Guys, are you sad now? Why? He scratched my thigh, burped in my mic, and I still gave him butt scratches. The intrusive thought to jump off and just get on that giant rock.
Oh no, I am low.
Low.
Apparently.
Is there friendly fire?
No, unless you're using certain things. So if you have a blunder bomb, that will hit yourself as well as allies. You can pull your allies with the grapple gun, and you can hit friends with the darts, but they will not damage them. Your allies will body block shots as well.
How rude.
All right, so we're at our destination. Let's go get our treasure.
Listen.
Oh, you also got a message in a bottle. These can spawn randomly in the water or in on beaches, on islands. And they give you a random voyage. That actually got us a
Why is there a
treasure.
snake looking at me?
No, I mean... It just thinks you look delicious.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so during the night, phantoms can spawn on islands. And our treasure should be right here.
Sorry, I was shooting random phantoms. They're coming after me.
Yeah, we'll do that. They can be persistent. What did we get? We got a all-seeing eye of souls.
Or
Yep. So that's a treasure for the Order of Souls, normally that you get from doing a raid voyage. Pretty valuable in the grand scheme of things, but the problem with the Voyage of Luck is you're never sure what you're going to get, so you're not going to be...
oh! Did I put down here? Ah.
Yep. Put it anywhere you feel is safe for the treasure to go. Typically, honestly, when it comes to treasure, just to make it easier to sell, I tend to just drop everything at the front of the bow. And I'll explain why later.
Well, I
so
don't know where
I've
I
got...
put it when I picked it up.
Hmm?
I picked it up again to move it, and I don't know where I had it.
Oh, I took it and I moved it.
Okay, so we went to pick it up at the same time.
I guess. So I've put down my Voyage of Luck, if you can vote for us to start that.
How do I do that?
You just look at the quest on the table. Like the thing with the dagger beside it?
Yeah, when I hit the table, it opens a bunch.
No, you need to be looking at the quest specifically.
Oh, this thing?
No, this thing.
I'm confused.
With the dagger beside it.
Oh!
There we go.
I am the stupid. My fixed Ty's volume. Let me know if it's still low.
All right. So, as luck would have it, that is at the same island that we were going to go to anyway, for the message in a bottle that we got.
Message in a bottle.
So that is Smuggler's Bay over this way.
Bear, if you're listening, can you get me a drink?
Okay, so that's on the southwest beach. And then the other three treasures are just kind of spread all across the island.
Water is so pretty.
Hmm? Yeah, it is.
The water is so pretty.
Yeah, no, even with the graphic settings turned down, everything still looks really good. All right. My frame rate is being a bit iffy all of a sudden. That could be due to Visual Studio. Or VTube Studio. I said that. I haven't programmed for a long time. Ooh, we got a Cannon of Rage. That's fun.
Chickens! Hi, chicken. Are you guys friends with Hey Hey?
Hmm?
I was asking the chickens if they're friends with Hey Hey.
Who is Hey Hey?
From Moana, the chicken.
Ah,
Its name's Hey Hey.
gotcha.
I'm just wandering around aimlessly.
Yeah, so if you'd like, you can try and find the treasure that we have on the maps here.
Found an ammo chest.
Yeah, ammo chests aren't...
And a skeleton guy trying to follow me. Weird.
Yeah, you can fight him. Yeah, skeletons will randomly spawn on islands as you're moseying around. There we go. Oh. That's a bit better than the usual rewards that we get from this. I've only ever just gotten one treasure, but this time we got 3. Not too bad.
Oh, I found a hammock. Good night.
Alright.
Stop the snoring! I'm dead. Found more stuff up here. Tendon balls and myrrh fruit. And a snake yelling at me.
I mean, feel free to stock up your inventory.
Is there a reason I'm killing a snake? I don't know.
I mean, it'll attack you. When you kill it, you can also harvest the meat from it, and you can cook it.
Just my inventory's full, so I can't grab anything anyway. What the fuck? I haven't heard it.
Oh, did you find a message in a bottle?
Yeah. I found a thing. Oh my god, chickens! And someone's little, like, home.
Okay, so that's a riddle on Lone Cove.
This is a good view.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Well, the game is very pretty, and there are a lot of vantage points to soak it in.
Ah, I got stuck. There we go. Up and down. Shut up, snake.
Oops.
I'm assuming you got all the treasure while I was wandering around.
Not yet. I've gotten 2 out of the 4 treasures that were on the island. It's a large island, so it takes time to traverse it. So one of the treasures is near where you are. When you're holding the map out, you can also use the F key to zoom in on the map.
Fun.
So the treasure in the middle is kind of in line with this like rocky outcropping here.
There's a shiny thing here. What's this?
I don't know.
Dig up skeleton to revive. What?
Yeah, so that's something that they added recently. There are skeleton friends that you can find on islands, and you can revive them, and they will help you carry stuff.
I wonder.
And also fight random enemies that might show up on the island. There's no downside to reviving them, so by all means, go ahead and do that.
Friend!
Let's see.
Does he just follow you around?
Yep.
You're my friend now. I shall call you Jeffrey.
Oh, something else that's really nice. I mean, he already has a name. So if you take out your map, you can actually show the map to the skeleton, and he will run off and try to find the treasure for you. So I was actually struggling to find this treasure, so I showed him the map.
Oh, he showed my friend.
And then he's run over here.
Did that one just wave at me? What a dude.
And he helped us find the treasure.
Oh. Look at snake.
So, when in doubt, you can just show Robin Robinson the treasure map, and he'll show you where the last treasure is. And I'll take this back to the boat.
Not the last one.
Nope, there's one more. So if you pull out the map and show it to Robinson.
Oh, you stole Robinson. He followed you now.
Oh no.
I was like, oh.
I'll show him the map then.
Gimme.
Alright, you go follow him.
Okay, Robin. Where we going, bud? Oh, he's following you again.
Oh. Well then you show him the map.
Maybe I gotta do it.
Yeah.
It was you. And which one is it? The stash quest?
It's the top one. Oh no, he's going off again. Yeah, you show him the map, because he seems to be tethered to me. There we go. Perfect.
He bonded with you. He didn't know what to do without you.
No, I mean, it makes sense. Like, the last person to, like, interact with them is the one that they are. Because basically I was wandering off, so he was trying to, like, come back to me and then be like, hey, come over here.
It's a cool mechanic, though. Like, if you're struggling to find
No, it's honestly really impressive. Because treasure maps are definitely one of the things that I think newer players struggle with the most. Because recognizing the islands and the parts of the islands is quite difficult. Typically the way that's easiest to
try. A mermaid on it. Ah! Oh my god, I'm getting attacked by a captain.
Alright, I'm coming.
We got like a sorrow chest, that's what it's called.
Ah, yes.
It's crying right now. I almost died to that guy.
Where was the treasure that you dug up?
In my hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because usually the treasures from these quests are a kingly chest, which is like a diamond-style chest. So something else you can do is you can actually give that chest to Robinson. Where are you going? Hello? So he'll actually carry that for us.
Very, very slowly.
Yeah, so the thing is, so smaller items like skulls you can run with, but chests and larger items that need to be carried with two hands, you can't run with.
Oh, I fell. Ah. But I am low health now because the captain spawned and hit me once and I almost died.
So if you hold Q, at the top of your radial menu is your food. Hey, miss.
Banana.
Thank you for the biddy.
Banana. Pomegranate.
Hope you're doing well, miss.
Hello. Hello, me. I like the weeping chest. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, the problem is it's a cursed chest and it will flood our boat. Especially this one, because there are two different types. One that cries occasionally, and this one just cries indefinitely. Everyone's air conditioning is broken. Like,
Do you want this cannon?
Yeah. So walk over
Robin
here.
is fighting.
That's fine. We're about to sail away.
Walk over where? Right here?
There. All right.
There's still a thing right there.
That's ammo.
I want it.
So now that we have this chest, we should immediately go back to the outpost to sell it.
Why, Robin? I didn't totally get attached to you.
Don't worry, we'll find another friend. It's basically guaranteed that you'll find at least one skeleton friend per large island.
I got attached.
And sometimes up to 3.
My little homie.
So there is a player ship that just sailed behind. They're just sailing behind the rocks ahead. I
Is
think
it gonna
what they're.
flood our ship? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I just threw it on me. Okay.
They are called the Sea Police, pledged to the booty stealers.
Ew. But they're boring.
Yes. That's 90% of the ships that you'll see in this game. It's like you can always pull out your spyglass and look at a captain ship and see like who captains it and what the ship's name is and if it's pledged to a guild.
I'm just gonna keep pulling the water from under.
Yeah, that's fine.
Makes me feel useful.
Sure.
Jeez, it really does like flood it.
Yeah, I don't know, Miz. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your choice, but I feel like air conditioning is mighty important.
Especially like how hot it's been lately.
Yeah.
Today felt like 109 here. And I work with kids, so I had to constantly tell these kids they couldn't go outside.
So there was a skull in the sky over this fort over to the west. And oh, we might get attacked here.
I don't know how useful I'll be with that.
Yeah. They're attacking us for no reason. So the nice thing is that we are right near an outpost, and I'll probably be able to sell all this stuff before they can actually sink us, so they will get nothing.
Is there anything I need to be doing besides this water?
So we did take some damage. I don't know if it actually left a hole in our ship, but feel free to repair that if you can find it. I kind of need to focus on what I'm doing here because I want to sell all the treasure that we have before our ship gets sunk.
I don't see any holes right now.
Okay.
All I hear is just the chest crying. Uh-oh. Do you need my help with anything?
You can come over here and try and help me sell the treasure. Because they're gonna start shooting at me real quick. Or you can start fighting the guys. Okay, I just sold everything. We're good.
Thank you, people. Are they
Yeah.
on the ship?
Yep.
Did you die?
Yep. No, I didn't really go into that expecting to actually fight back. So what we'll do is I'll get back to the ship, and then we're actually going to scuttle to a new sea.
I'm just a baby.
Yeah. But that's the thing about this game, is that people don't care.
I don't think Bear's listening to chat. I'm doing.
Problem is that sometimes it takes a long time to load back in from a death. Especially if your ship has sunk and needs to change locations. But we sold everything and they got nothing. So that's the moral victory. So, Nuna, I'm going to have you press escape. And then we're going to go to my crew. And then the scuttle ship option. And we're going to scuttle to a new sea.
Where am I? Escape. What'd you say?
And then my ship.
My ship. I don't have my ship. I have my crew.
Hold on, let me... Okay, then go to my crew. And then scuttle ship at the bottom. And then we're going to scuttle to a new sea. So the reason these options exist, so scuttling your ship exists as a possibility because sometimes people will just board your ship and keep killing you. And they won't sink your ship. So you're just kind of stuck getting spawn camped. So if you ever need to escape from that situation, you can do that. But in most cases, when you've encountered a toxic crew on a server, you don't really want to stick around on that server. So the option to scuttle to a new sea takes everyone on the crew to a different server.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab my water bottle that I left in my living room.
Sure.
Is not paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wipe back.
I thought I would move you over to the boat. All right. So, now that we've got our limited time voyages out of the way, let's decide on what we actually want to do. As I mentioned before, there are a couple different factions that, and the various voyages in the game are themed around those. So there are people that hunt for treasure. There are people that want you to fight skeletons or ghost ships. There are the merchants, which basically have you do like fetch quests or following like a trading route. And then there's the Hunter's Call, which has you go do fishing. Do you have a preference for the type of activity that we go and do?
There's a quest on the ship that says Siren, slowly with Siren Song.
Yeah, so that's something that is almost always available. That is kind of a PvP focused voyage. That will basically take us to 2 different islands to get a key and a chest. That will give us the Skull of Siren Song. And then we would have to take that to another island to hand it to a specific character to end the voyage and get our reward. The thing about that, though, is that anyone who has opted into that voyage can see where the key and the chest are, as well as the skull at any point in time, and they can chase you down. And
why did I just get caught on fire?
Because we're in a storm and lightning struck the ship.
Oh. I just walked through it. What a baller.
If you're ever in a storm, you want to make sure that you stow away your cutlass if you ever have it out, because you're more likely to be struck by lightning if your cutlass is out, and you'll also take increased damage from it. Normally, lightning strikes only do like 10 damage, but if you have your cutlass out, it does like 70. So yeah, do you have a preference between like treasure hunting, fighting skeletons or ships, or doing merchant stuff, or going fishing?
Fishing or treasure? I want cool trip. That's all I want.
Well, I mean, either will earn us money. Like, treasure is more the activity that you're doing. So we've already, like, done some digging for treasure. So the thing we haven't really done is we can go do a treasure vault, where we basically follow some clues to an island, and we go into a vault and load up a whole bunch of treasure. Or again, we can just go fishing. And either is fine.
The vault, but I want to go buy better weapons.
Okay, you do that. I'll go use the washroom, and then we'll go do a vault.
Where are weapons?
That'll be one of the other 2 shops, just across from the tavern.
Oh, this is about ships. Woo! Do you have what I seek? Do that. Instrument. Alrighty. It's good looking. It's mostly. You seem like who I need.
Goddamn special.
All right, I'm back. Have you
Laughing at
gotten?
the NPCs roasting me.
Ah, have you got your weapons sorted out?
Yeah.
All right.
Just got sidetracked.
I do like the sound of the water lapping at the shores during a storm. I'm not sure if it's actually different compared to the way it normally is, but with the other background noise masked by the storm, it sounds different. All right, you all good?
Yeah.
All right, this way.
That is
So,
fair.
because we're going to be doing a proper voyage here, what we're going to do is we're going to represent the guild as an emissary. So, if you come and interact with this table here. Perfect. So basically what this means is anytime we grab treasure and put it on our ship, a little icon in the bottom left will level up from grades 1 through 5. And when we sell treasure, we'll then get a multiplier based on the grade that we reach.
Oh.
Now, if there are any Reaper players that are at grade 5, they'll be able to see us on the map. Additionally, guilds are unique in that they can sell treasure from any faction and get a bonus. So they don't make as much of a multiplier, but they can sell anything. And if they reach grade 5, they get marked on the map for all players. So it's a bit riskier, but I don't think we're going to get to grade 5 anyway before we start selling stuff, so it should be fine. So if you could come here and vote on this vault voyage.
Okay.
So the way that vaults work is we get this wayfinder compass, and it's going to point in a direction of an island. So it's actually pointing straight ahead. And so that could be Boulder Key, or that could be Smuggler's Bay. So we're gonna head to that island, and we're gonna be able to dig up a piece of a treasure map that will eventually lead us to a destination where we can get an ancient key that will open the vault.
Trying to figure out where I can put some of the stuff I have in my pockets.
Oh, what kind of stuff are you looking to get rid of?
I have like cannonballs and stuff.
So the cannonball crates are up on the top deck, off to the left. They're the red barrels.
Where?
To the right of me. Like right here.
Oh, what?
Right here.
Ah. They were very well puckered.
Yeah, the lighting in a storm makes things difficult to see.
Where should I put fireworks?
I mean, you can keep those in your inventory, but otherwise they go in the cannonball crate as well. Or the cannonball barrel.
There's a lot of them. I didn't know if I should be picking them up or not. I picked them up.
I mean, they're fun, but they don't really do anything. Typically, you fire them off to kind of indicate that you're friendly to nearby pirates. You can also send up a white flare. Your ship always spawns with one of those. There's also a red flare in case somebody wants to identify that they're hostile. So, following the compass, we reach this island here, and now the wayfinder compass is twitching a lot, which identifies this as the island that we need to go to. And once we get on shore, the compass needle really starts to twitch a whole lot. And once it starts spinning around in circles is when it identifies where you need to dig.
Or like that one. Sorry, I was distracted by fireworks.
Yeah, no worries. Gustavo! Hello.
Bye! Goose, I'm sorry, I haven't had time to do the art for Date Everything.
Gustavo, we need to play some Night Rain at some point. Also Peek, if you have that.
Peek?
So I already got the map piece, so we're good to go. And, ooh, we got lucky. So if you check the map that we just got, we already have the X that marks the spot. And it's a very obvious which island this is, because it's in the shape of a crescent moon. So that is on Crescent Isle, which is to our southwest, and we're going to go there.
Wee.
Oh yeah, you're playing Guardian or Raider, Gustavo? I personally main Duchess and Iron Eye. Although I do like Revenant as well.
I know nothing about that game.
It is fun, but it's extremely frustrating and extremely hard. Even compared to games like Elden Ring, it is hard, even by that standard.
Got you.
Gotcha. That's cool. Guardian is really nice to have, but not a lot of people play that character. Because their tank capability isn't the most obvious.
Fuse, guess what? The foster kid, the dog, has been adopted.
Yeah, congratulations.
I only cried a little. Because he's a really good dog.
Mm-hmm.
They're lucky to have him.
And he was lucky to have you.
Yeah. He came all the way from North Carolina.
Damn.
He was in a kill shelter in North Carolina, and my foster, like, family worked together to get him to Virginia.
Mm.
So he could be with me for about 4 months and then find his forever home.
I'm glad it all worked out.
In different circumstances, I might have kept him. Bear really all fell in love with him.
Fair enough. Hopefully the next foster pup is just as lovable, if not more.
I'm in the water.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. Nuna is offering to make you mushroom cap soup.
Jesus Christ! I really do need to make a redeem where, like, chat can just like, I'm gonna go to Slum and be like, you're gonna hate me, but can you make a toggle that throws my model into a pot? And I just chill. Oh my god, if I got a bikini outfit, hear me out. Hot tub, but it's a pot.
Yeah, like a cauldron.
That'd be so funny, actually.
All right, Nuna, have fun. Bye.
Wait, what? At least there's barrels back there.
Yeah, that's why I jumped off. I saw a message in a bottle that I wanted to check out.
Alright, well, bye.
All right, I'm back.
I want to do the art, but with him getting his forever home, and then yesterday... Oh! I'm under the water.
So if you ever get knocked off the boat like this, when you swim enough distance away from the boat, a mermaid will spawn, and you can interact with the mermaid, and that will bring you back to the boat.
A siren!
No, sirens are hostile. This is a mermaid.
What? Never.
Actually, it's a merman, but you know.
Aw, not as fun.
He could put on a maid outfit.
You know what, real?
It's Pride Month. Still a few more days.
The ship has seen better days.
Yeah, I don't bother paying to repair it. It's just gonna get shot up again. Darth Malik, that's another KOTOR thing, right? That was a KOTOR 2, if I'm not mistaken.
That's kind of cool.
Nice. Are there more? The way that you phrase that, it sounds like there are more.
One of the Legos that I want so bad, but it's got retired and I didn't realize, was the Birds of Paradise plant Lego.
Okay.
Now, it's very hard to find. The ones I do find are just like knockoff versions of it. And then, if I do find it, it's just scalpers or people spend like up-pricing it by like 4.
Yeah, it sucks to be involved in a hobby that has a bunch of scalping going on. Like the whole fucking situation with Pokemon cards.
Man, that snake is not happy with you. Friend!
Yeah.
Friend. I didn't want to open this menu. I want friend! I don't have a lot of friends. Friend.
Congratulations.
Oh my god, I got thrown! Oh my god, what are those? Oh. You stink.
Yeah, so I just picked up a Horn of Fair Winds, which can be used to put wind on your sails or blow people off your boat.
Oh, I ran out of ammo.
Yeah, you can either kill someone that has a gun and they'll drop an ammo pouch, or you can go back to the boat and there'll be a ammo chest right beside the armory. All right, so we got our X that marks the spots. Because I'm familiar enough with this island. Like there's the dock over here. And then there's this little pool of water here, and the X is like just in front of it.
I love that every time I go to hit them, it just disappears. There we go.
Alright. Oh, that's convenient. The key we got is for this island. Normally that doesn't happen.
They killed him.
You can revive him.
Sorry, the what I got?
So the key for the voyage happens to be on this same island. So we don't have to go like a super far distance to open the vault. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get the boat closer.
Fun puppy thing. Nothing could go wrong with that, right?
So Nuna, if you'd like to come over here, we're about to do the vault. And we'll both need to be involved to get the most treasure from this.
Okay.
It's going to be in the little cave. Over here.
Let's look at this.
So whenever you're doing a vault, you eventually get this key, and there'll be a description that hints at where the location is. It says, the moon shines bright within the island's large cave. And you'll always find a little pedestal like this. So you just place the totem there, and it opens the way to the vault. So vaults have a time limit associated with them. And once the time is over, the doors will close and the vault will flood. So the point here is we're going to get all the treasure from inside the vault, and we're going to place it like right here, just outside the door.
So just grab.
Yep. And there are treasures up above, so you can climb the various ladders around the room. There are also some...
Pick up gold.
Leave that for last.
Gotcha.
You can also just, once you pick up a treasure, you can go to the
How do I get up,
edge.
though?
You can jump and then interact with the ladders. So every time you grab a treasure, you don't have to jump all the way down. What you can do is you can just stand at the edge of a ledge and press X to drop the treasure down to the floor below. And then once we've basically dropped all the treasure from the higher areas, then we'll work together to get it all outside. There is also a particularly valuable treasure hidden behind a puzzle that I'll solve. In order to...
How do I get on this top left, though?
There are these masts that I'm walking across here. But I'm dropping all the treasure down so you can start taking stuff out the main door if you'd like. I suppose it's also not a bad idea while doing one of these to have the grapple gun, because that can allow you to move around the room rather easily. And the torches around that thing in the middle are what are basically the identifier of the timer.
Just got one drop right on my head.
Alright, so I found the 3 medallions. And that reveals 3 different shapes. So a crown, a vertical chain, and then 2 horizontal chains. And then the third one always has a combination of all 3 of those. So crown, chain, and then the double chain, and then I press this button. And that opens this door with the chest of ancient tributes. Now we just get out the rest of these treasures and these little knickknacks, and then we can start grabbing the gold piles. And that's how vaults work. These used to be a lot harder, but they rebalanced them based on the size of the crew. So now when you're in a group of 2, it's a lot easier to complete these.
Shiny.
Oh, that's the sound of the door starting to close. Alright. Now we can start hauling all this treasure upstairs. And if we put the treasure here, hopefully we can... No, don't hand him the treasure. He's just gonna follow you with it.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so this is always the time-consuming part of these, is the haul from the vault up to where you can actually take all the loot from. A large portion of this game is kind of just about like simulating busy work in order to give like other pirates opportunities to potentially attack and steal your stuff.
God, my brain is not working. There we go. Whenever I pick up a chest, it like freaks out for a second. Oh! How dare you?
If you'd like, we can do some fishing after this.
Gee. Probably only go for about a half more hour because I do have like tomorrow.
Yeah, no worries.
And I like wind down time after streams.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting to stream for a particularly long time anyways. Because again, this is one of those games where like sessions can go for a really long time, but at the same time sometimes they can be pretty you keep loading up the treasure. I'm just gonna see what happened out here. I think a skeleton spawned with a keg, and our buddy here attacked it.
That's do what he do. Okay, we got more than I thought we did.
Yeah, when it comes to this stuff, it's simultaneously more items than I think, but also less, because the chests, you work your way through those pretty quickly, but then there's all the little trinkets and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's the last one. So now we move everything from this pile into the pile that our ship can reach. And then we can just use the harpoon to vacuum everything up. And the harpoons used to involve a lot more busy work as well, because it used to be that every time you grab something with a harpoon, you would then have to take it off the harpoon and put it on your ship. But now, thankfully, they've made it so that just if you hit something with a harpoon, it just immediately goes onto your deck.
Love that.
Unless it's pointed at a weird angle, in case it doesn't work all the way always.
Fancy egg.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? That ammo.
It's an ammo pouch. Yeah, enemies using firearms will typically drop those when they die.
That's what I was hoping it was. I need ammo.
There was actually an ammo crate beside you, like, the entire time. I think that was the last one you got.
Yeah. Work.
There we go. That's all that. So, off to our left is one of the outposts, Port Merrick. We're gonna sail there, and we're gonna sell what we got. So I didn't explain this earlier because we were being attacked by those other players, but when you're on a captain ship, you can make use of a NPC known as the Sovereign. So they're usually identified with a purple tent. So they're on the right side of Port Merrick that we're going to be heading toward in just a moment. And the thing that's nice about them is you can sell all your stuff to them, and they will basically sell the stuff for you to the appropriate faction.
Got you.
Because otherwise you'd have to go on land and do a bunch of stuff. Depending on the type of treasure that you have, you'd have to go to the different NPCs. Our ship's kind of stuck on the sandbar for some reason. I'm just gonna do this.
Excuse me.
You are excused.
Man, I don't know. I've been really tired today. Maybe it's just been like the hot weather.
Yeah. I've been staying hydrated.
Not particularly, because I just don't have time at work.
That could be part of it too.
Because some of the kids can be violent. It's the type of school I work at.
Right.
My water bottle will get thrown at me. And I don't want my 40-ounce water bottle thrown at me.
There's a ship over there.
Quick, throw fireworks.
Go for it.
I think it's
Well,
nice.
They're probably not looking at us, though. They are doing something over at Cannon Cove. They also have their lights on, which is usually an indication that they might be newer players. Because it's not like turning your lights off really hides your ship or anything like that, but it does make you a bit more difficult to spot. So you can typically identify more proficient players by whether or not they bother turning the lights on their ship off or not. So you can start taking that treasure and selling it to the Sovereign that's like just around the corner.
Where is it landing?
It's all going onto the platform in front of the harpoon.
Oh. Am I just giving it to him?
Yep.
See what it does that.
There we go. Now let's go get some fish.
Ooh.
Oh. That's weird.
Hmm.
There's a ship that's coming from the island we were just at, and they have a Reaper chest. I don't know if they... So, sometimes captain skeletons, which spawn on islands, can drop a treasure map, and a Reaper chest might be buried there. So, maybe they came to the island we were just at. I'm actually going to let them approach, because they might... they might be hostile. That said, they did just add a feature where you can actually open up Reaper chests and skeletons will spawn on your ship. So they might have just grabbed it for funsies. But if they are actually grabbing those to sell for any particular reason, they may potentially be hostile. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, they're... Okay, follow me, Nuna. We're gonna lower our flag real quick. Just come here and interact with the table. Perfect. I'm actually gonna go... Oh, they parked elsewhere. I'm actually gonna go steal that chest from them.
Who's the new like me? These babies.
Well... That's something I'll worry about later.
Oh my god, you actually did it.
Mm-hmm. Good work. All right.
I helped. I shot him in the butt. I kind of feel bad.
Admittedly, so do I, because normally I don't do this shit, but there is a commendation for selling these right now, so...
Aww.
So let's quickly get onto our boat and head to the Reaper's hideout.
Alright, so I should open it, right?
We can. Because opening it doesn't actually reduce its value.
I think I also might just be low on iron, because I have the urge to just eat ice.
I see. Alright, what's the requirement of this, commendation again? I just gotta be wearing the skeleton curse. Alright, so I'll just throw that on. Alright.
Hmm.
Here we go. Friends.
Are they friendly friends?
Yeah.
I love them.
So the Reaper's hideout is always in the center of the map, to give everyone equal opportunity to attack any PvP focused players that might be selling stolen loot.
I wonder who that could be.
I mean, it's not my fault that they added an achievement.
Fair.
But yeah, that player was very likely new because they hadn't customized their ship at all. It was just a basic white sailed ship with no cosmetic upgrades, and he had all his treasure in his hold. And he rolled up at a weird corner, and he was like sorting through his treasure, so I think he was about to sell the stuff. And I literally just ran in there and took it from him. I was like, bye, peace.
This is all I wanted. Keep the rest of your stuff.
Yeah. Like, honestly, that's how I do this game sometimes, in that, like, if I'm working toward, like, an achievement or a commendation, I'll roll up on some people, and I'll have some loot, and I'm like, hey, you guys can have this stuff if you'll just do this one thing for me. I'm on that grind. Oh. And that's the song of being attacked by a megalodon. So if you'd like to fire some cannonballs at that giant shark off the left, go ahead.
Well, he's kind of more than just left.
Oh yeah, it circles around the boat.
Here, fishy, fishy, wherever you are.
He's on the left again.
Of course he is when I'm instead of the other one. I don't see him.
We might be too close to the nearby island. He may have de-aggroed.
Gotcha.
Which honestly works for us, because Megs aren't super profitable to fight. Yeah, because this entire season is themed around the Reapers, hence the skeletons and the commendation for stealing stuff. They added a new voyage, which is actually kind of cool. You do a bit of a ritual on an island, and you get this skull that marks you on the map. And then most people are going to hunt you down to try and get that skull for themselves. Alright, gang. Let's sell this chest.
We're selling them, apparently.
Yeah. Alright, bye guys. And that got you some doubloons.
Huh.
Also, since we're here, I can show you something cool. So, if you're a tryhard like me, and you get to level 100 with the PvP faction for the Reapers, you can play a song here and access a secret elevator.
Oh. I feel like I'm in danger.
Nah. Just some skeletons and a little bit of lava.
I'm getting cooked, aren't I?
Eh. Only if you want to. It's a consensual cooking.
Troll cooking. You're telling me that these skeletons will treat me better than my chat?
I mean, is that surprising?
This is what death looks like.
Yeah, so welcome to hell.
Population soup pots. I fell. Never mind.
Oh, let's find out. There you go. So yeah, admittedly, there's not a whole lot you can do down here if you're not, if you haven't done the PvP stuff yourself, but it's still a cool environment. There's like a tavern over here. There's a dude who sells skeleton cosmetics over here, so you can customize your skeleton model. And then there is a like a ritual chamber down here at the end of the minecart track.
Cool.
And this is
Oh
where
my
you gotta
God,
get the...
Just be crab. Park crab.
What about a crab?
You can have a crab claw.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of those requires a lot more PvP gameplay than I'm willing to sink in. I only did it because there are achievements tied to it.
That's fair.
Hello. You look like you need working on.
Once you get the curse, then... Because yeah, I'm level 100 and I would need to be level 190 to get the
I found
lobster
my
pot.
children. What have you caused? Make my children be here. Well,
Ah, yes.
at least my kids are being taken care of.
Yeah. They're chilling. Wait, I've never gone down here. Oh, this is just a back entrance. Okay. And when you want to go back to the ship, just interact with one of these mermaid statues. Alright. Whoop. I guess we have a hole. Oh no, it's the storm. Alright. Still got time for some fishing?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, no worries.
But I will definitely play this again.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, it's eating ice.
Yeah, no worries.
Let me find someone to wait. And you're really read Stoic. He's having like a little.
All right. I think I'm gonna raid out to Silent. He's playing some Peak.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna join him. I'm tired as well, honestly. I want to have some food.
Well, thank you for hanging.
Yeah, and thank you for indulging in some piracy. More than I expected. I would get involved in, because again, normally I don't steal shit like that, but you know, when the opportunity presents itself, I'll take it.
Well, until the next one.
Until next time. This is Ty signing out.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye, chat. Have fun.